Hi, my name's Stephen Walker, and today I want to talk to you about innovation, encouraging innovation. How do you do it? Well, if you're really silly, what you've done is set up a project to encourage innovation, where the people from the top start telling the people lower down to innovate. Well, I don't know how long you've been doing that, but it doesn't work, so the sooner you get to the end of that, the better. There are two types of innovation. There's the big revolutionary change, and these have to come from major investments in terms of people, processes, facilities, and that's quite right, because it's a big change. It's changing one of the fundamental parts of your business, and that's great. Unfortunately, a lot of those revolutionary changes don't work. It was on the news 2 days ago that the IT system that was being designed, developed, due to go live in January next year to facilitate GPs looking at patient records everywhere has been stopped. They didn't have the courtesy to say how many billions have been spent on it, but that big revolutionary change simply doesn't work. So, you can spend a lot of money on a big revolutionary change, and you might be lucky, but the chances are you won't be. Because even if you get the thing to work, and it's something which extends your product range, then you've got to get your customers to buy it, which is something else altogether. So the other type of change, and by now you must have guessed if you've seen enough of my videos, the other sort of change that I prefer is evolutionary change. This is where the people all the way through the organisation, and I do mean all the way through, comes up with small improvements. Just saving a second here, a few seconds there. Several times a day, day after day, year after year. None of that is likely to be revolutionary. But in total, because they're innovating the core processes, when things do change, when a revolutionary change comes in, a lot of those core processes are still relevant. So you don't lose the benefits of that evolutionary change. Now, is all evolutionary change effective? Does it work? Well, just like in nature, some things don't work. Some mutations die out. And so it should be. If something isn't better, don't keep doing it. So what that means now is that you've got to be tolerating failure. I'll say that again. You've got to be tolerating failure. The more failures, the faster you're innovating. So people have to have that psychological safety and know that it's okay to fail, and that the more they fail, the more they're going to get there. Do I need to quote Edison when he's 2,500 times he discovered how not to make a light bulb? That's the way to do evolutionary change. The thing that can also add a bit of whiz to that, to be technical, is to allow your staffers, your non-direct resources, to help. Now, I know that all the people there are very, very busy, but if you give them, say, 10% free time a week, half a day, so that they can go and help and get involved in these evolutionary changes. One of your people might be saying, well, if only we could do this, this might work. But without the input from those technical resources, of whatever sort, they'll never know, and that question will stay burning in their mind for 5, 10, 15, 20 years waiting for you to ask. So, evolutionary change is a thing. It's cheap, you've got to let them fail, and you need to provide them with a bit of oomph to enable them to do the more difficult experiments. Stephen Walker, Motivation Matters, creating environments where people give their best.